I worked for Institute of Translational Research focusing on biotechnologies. So it's my great honor today to be moderating these sessions, gaining speed and agility to deliver successful health innovations. Well, a host of factors are transforming in the healthcare industry, including technology and automation, as I think majority of you understand, and also like aging population, and also like pandemic actually has added to the urgency of the healthcare providers to be able to pivot quickly. So the thriving and evolving business of healthcare depends on innovative leaders as well to drive operational excellence and to deliver the better patient outcome. So it's my great pleasure today to introduce our two distinguished panelists who are both experienced practitioners in the field, as well as they both represent actually slightly different angle of the area. So first, may I introduce the first panelist, Joyce. Ms. Joyce Lee is the General Manager, also Cluster Lead for Moderna Taiwan and Hong Kong. Joyce brings 20 years of experience within the pharmaceutical industry, and she previously held a lot of senior leadership roles across various markets and functions, including general management, marketing, commercial strategy, and operation, plus also sales as well. Follow on, I would like to introduce our second panelist, Mr. Pierre Robinet. He's currently the CEO of Ogilvy Health Asia. Mr. Robinet has a very interesting background. He's also a tactics speaker and co-founder of Viva Technology, as well as the head of nonprofit Lift with AI, research published in the Singapore National AI Strategy. So please join me in welcoming Joyce and Pierre, both distinguished panelists today. So first of all, I would like to start the conversation actually with Pierre. Pierre, you have been the Asia Innovation Lead for Ogilvy, and you are now the president of Ogilvy Healthcare. I understand that you has led numerous big multinational companies in the brand transformation agenda, as well as you also mentioned that you are fascinated by the rapid transformation of the health and wellness industry. So it's always, there's always a saying that it's complicated to innovate with healthcare and pharma companies. So what is in your experience and what's your thoughts?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today discussing more about innovation in healthcare. So yes, the first thing that people say is like, you do innovation in healthcare, it's not possible, it's not going to work, it's complicated, it's slow. I always respond, that's not true. The most innovative solution that we've designed over the last 7 years have been in healthcare. So I've been working in innovation for many years, and for those who are a bit, used to all this different process and the different kind of ways of getting to some new solution, there is one that has always inspired me a lot, which is the innovation Jugaad from India. I don't know if some of you have heard about that, but innovation Jugaad basically is a mindset of putting you in the most constrained environment to get to the best ideas. So I always thought that because of the complex regulation of the healthcare system, we were already in a very regulated environment with a lot of constraints, meaning that we need to be even better when we come up with solution. So that's what really motivates me every day. I think that we just need to change our mindset. Innovation in healthcare is absolutely more than possible. But what you need is to work a lot with different parties, and innovation is a collaboration play. And that's why when I've been asked to join this panel and this summit, I thought, okay, but I don't want to be alone on stage, and I don't want to just give a talk about innovation. I need to basically be with the people I'm working on this solution. And I immediately reach out to Joyce and say, well, why not we basically discuss about how we do innovation? Because we at Ogilvy are not doing innovation ourselves. We do innovation with startups, we do innovation with our clients, we do innovation with policymakers, we do innovation with change makers, we do innovation with academics, with scientists. It is a collaborative mindset and process. I'm so pleased that we can just go through this kind of things together today.
Okay, so yeah, it's a great opportunity for me to moderate this session as well. So I would like to turn to Joyce. So Moderna is well known to pioneer the mRNA technology and create transformative medicines globally for patients in the past years. And I understand that your company, Moderna, has recently been recognized as the top 10 most innovative companies in the world by the BCG. So could you just share a bit more about with us today, with the audience today, what makes Moderna such an innovative company?
All right. Thanks, Donna. And it is really our pleasure to be here, be part of the Asia Health Innovation Summit. And I think we all changed our ways of working during the pandemic because we are forced to do that. But that also helped us to boost a lot of innovation and opportunities. People may think that Moderna is just one of the company. We grabbed the opportunity during the pandemic. But actually, the story is not. The story about us is not a lottery story. The story about this company is actually we spent 10 years to sharpen a sword. It's in Chinese, we may say 10年磨一剑, but that is exactly the story about Moderna. The company has been established in the year 2010. And the first 10 years for the company, we were an R&D company. So, but however, messenger RNA is the only part we put our resources and effort and laser focus on this technology. But just the pandemic helped us to realize this technology is approved to be the future medicine. And we are quite promising to see a lot of opportunities in front of us. We want to prove more. Messenger RNA can solve a lot of issues in oncology, in rare diseases, etc. So why we are in that innovative company, like Donna just mentioned, yes, we are ranked by BCG this year as a top 6, the most innovative company among the 50th. And unsurprisingly, you know, what companies are in front of us? The first one, Apple, Tesla, Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft. We are the number 6. And actually, we are the first one in the healthcare and pharmaceutical company sectors. So why we are that innovative? Let me just quote from our CEO, Mr. Stefan Bancel. He said that Moderna actually is a tech company, but just happens to do biology. So it's a great combination, right? We are a tech company. Stefan came from the tech. And our president, Stephen Hogue, he's a medical doctor. It's a great combination and also can help us to foster our innovation. And we really do the different ways of working. We do the research in a totally different way. It's a breakthrough like iPhone.
So we understand that it's like breaking through, and then how to innovate within this constrained environment, right? So I would like to move on to understand more from Pierre about, how, apart from the speed and agility, I would like to explore, how's the evolving health technology landscape at this point, after a couple of years of transformative changes. So, Pierre, could you share with us, how what do you think about the evolving health tech landscape nowadays? How does it change the market access in a sense, in that way?
So, I think it is definitely changing all over the region in various ways, right? So after the pandemic, we saw a bit of a decline in health tech and in biotech investment. But I foresee that it's going to come back a lot with a high focus on big data and AI. Now, what really matters is to understand what do you need to get a good ecosystem that help you thrive in innovation, in health innovation. You need money, and in Hong Kong there is money. You need scientists and academics. And I'm so pleased to hear, again this morning, how much Hong Kong wants to accelerate in that space. You need more corporates who are going to also support this innovation stream. And you could see that Moderna chose Hong Kong as a place to settle their business for Asia. And you need talents. And I think in the recent address from yours, Hong Kong CEO, it has been very clear that the attraction of the new talents is on the top list priority. So if you look at that, I feel that Hong Kong is going to build a fantastic environment to basically thrive and really succeed in health innovation. I also believe that people need to always understand that despite we need more agility, despite we need more speed, I like to say that what matters is not the big fish eating, the small fish eating the big fish. To succeed, it's the fast fish who needs to eat the slow fish, right? So you need that kind of speed and agility. However, it has been known as well that in healthcare, you need to be patient. And a lot of acceleration program or people have not anticipated that, and they failed because they were not patient in waiting for the right return on investment. We know that we need to go through a certain cycle of clinical trial, of approval, and that takes time. So anything that we do to foster health innovation needs to get that notion of timing into consideration when you measure when you want to get your money back.
Okay, so Joyce, you have been in the pharma industry for many years, and then you experienced this rapid change, especially during the pandemic time. So could you maybe share with us a bit more, how Moderna actually foster this better innovation, like together, for example, like with the governments, like in the vaccine space. How did you also establish some specific sandbox in order to shorten the market entry approval at that point? Could you share a bit your experience with us?
Yeah. So I think during the pandemic, there are a lot of the new ways of accelerations. So like we know traditionally in pharma and working with the different regulatory agencies, we need to conduct the clinical research and step by step. So for example, like from phase 1, finish, okay, positive data, then we can enter the phase 2. That is a quite comprehensive and rigid process. But during the pandemic, we see the speed for the innovation. For example, actually from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, until we launch the product, actually each phase is overlapped. So, and the data is also accepted by the agencies. So during the pandemic, right, we know all the EUA was approved by the agencies around the world. The purpose is try to make sure we can bring that innovations to the people, including vaccine and including the antivirus medicines. So back to Moderna, because our first 10 years, this year is our 13 years. Our first 10 years, actually we are an R&D company. So majority of our employees were all R&D people. So just in the past 3 years, during the pandemic, we have started to build our global footprint and try to equip the different functions in the different markets. So the advantage for us is actually we don't have a people. We don't have a commercial operations around the world. We haven't established the well-manufactured supply chain for us. We are forced to do all of this in the past 3 years. So what I say is, in the past 3 years, the advantage for us is how we can embrace digital to make our work be more efficient. So because we are not like traditional pharma, they have the sales force like army, but we don't have a people. So how we can deliver the education to the key stakeholders, how we can distribute our products around the world without well-established supply chain. So on the one hand, we should embrace digital to make sure we can make things done without the full team of the people. But also at the same time, we need to think about how to embrace the partnership. So unlike other big pharma, they have well-established manufacturers, but in the past 3 years, how we can deliver more than 1 billion doses of the vaccines around the globe, we need partners. So in the past 3 years, we also built our business partner in the US, in Europe, as well as in Asia to make sure our innovative vaccine can be delivered around the world to the people they need our products.
Okay, so Joyce just mentioned that Moderna actually embraced like the digital transformation also into your day-to-day work. I understand that Pierre, you used to founded Lift with AI. So, so it's also kind of like a digital way, and then you look into the research project. Can you share with us a little bit, you know, how AI is potentially be able to help with the speed and agility and then the business models of all these global pharmaceutical operation?
Yes, sure. So I was very fortunate leading some research on the impact that AI will get on mankind, our society, our health system, and our job workforce description. And I've conducted that research from, I would say, since 2017 to 2020. So way before it started to be on the headlines of all the magazines and websites. And what we published is still so relevant today, I feel, because and what we basically learned is that AI is going to highly transform, not kill jobs, but highly transform and kill the business model. And I love to always start with that, because what excites me in any innovation work that I do with our clients is to design, imagine this new business model that will create an incremental value and solve very specific pain points and challenges, right? So at Ogilvy, we highly focus on the transformation of the customer experience, right? Let's be very honest. We don't look at the digital transformation from the, you know, end to end, but we highly focus on the marketing transformation and the customer experience transformation, the sales transformation. And I see a lot of value that this technology will bring to customer experience, patient experience, and marketing transformation. As it has been said, you know, earlier today, with the use of artificial intelligence, you can definitely go deep into a huge amount of data and detect very new insights, very specific insights that are giving us like lots of thoughts, lots of ideas to develop new solutions. Whether you tap into patient insights or customer physician insights to also know how to better engage with physician, especially when you need to engage with physician only digitally. Point number two is I see a lot of potential impact and change in the medical education space. And how can you basically trigger people's attention to basically make them aware that a certain treatment exists, that they should basically be, just go to a doctor to get diagnosed for a certain condition. With the use of AI, and you can definitely now pre-detect skin disorder. You can pre-detect a lot of different, disease. At least just make people realize that it would make sense for them to go to the doctors. Okay, and we do a lot of this work also to prevent people and explain to people how much it is important to consider vaccination, for instance, and push them to read more about mRNA vaccine, for instance. Point number three, I do see a lot of improvement in the terms of patient experience and customer experience because we have the ability now to improve the conversation with those different stakeholders. So, all the chatbots, but also humanoids that are entering in our life, give us the ability to deliver in a much more personalized way a lot of content to all those different individuals, which also is transforming the way pharma companies or healthcare giants can deliver this medical education, can really help people understand the disease and the reason they need to, look after their health and how to look after their health. And last but not least, of course, with the rapid boom of generative AI in the last kind of 24 months, we all know that the next big transformation will be in the space of content and going beyond the conversation. How can we basically continue to create content at scale across the different channel, whether it is for a chatbot or in any kind of platform, and in order to really deliver personalized stories to physicians, to policymakers, and to patient, and really help the patient along the care journey. So it's roughly how I see the different impact that AI will have on the customer experience and patient experience in healthcare, and we already do that a lot.
Great, because I also understand that Moderna actually also introduced a chatbot in your day-to-day operation. Maybe Joyce, you can share a bit about the chatbot. It's you use it in your operation, right?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So actually, in Moderna, in my 1-year experience working with my company, in my company, the digital function actually is R&D, probably not commercial business operations. Why I'm saying that? Because this company has started to leverage computing, the digital, to help us in screening all the potential candidates for our products. So that means in the nighttime, actually, the computer can work to help the scientists to screen more than 1 million the different sequence of the protein. And in the daytime, our scientists, they can zoom in to the highly potential candidates, highly potential products. So back to the topic about how we embrace the innovations. Actually, ChatGPT was launched November last year, but as a company like Moderna, we need to make sure when we are using ChatGPT, these kind of the applications, how we really can protect our IP, those confidentialities with the proper firewall. So Moderna, actually, we launched our own MChat, M stands for Moderna, MChat in May. So you may see after ChatGPT half year passed, we had our own corporate ChatGPT called MChat. And the company, we just spent 2 months because we track how many people, how many employees have started to use MChat. In just the 2 months, actually, the frequent user in-house is more than 50%. So we can see that the company try to promote and try to encourage, that is part of our culture, encourage every employee, you need to learn the newest technology because that really will help our work be more efficient. And on top of this, even since the mid of this year, the company asked every employee, we need to finish online training. That program is collaborated between Coursera and Moderna about the AI for everyone. AI for everyone, that's an online course for 15 hours. After the employee finish that 15-hour training, they can sign themselves up for a 1-day in-person workshop. That make this training course completed. Our objective is to make sure 70% of the employee can finish this AI digital training by end of this year. So you can see how we encourage every employee to use the technology. It's not just within digital function or a senior executive, no. These resources, this training is provided for every Moderna employee. So that is another example how we encourage everyone. You should use MChat, you should use Copilot, and to make your life become easier, right? Because we do believe in that after pandemic, we are somehow overwhelmed by all of the work, right? Your company can reach out to you, your client can reach out to you, no matter where you are. So in the mindset, the behavior, how we really can leverage the technology, I do find that is very helpful for us to work in Moderna.
Interesting. So when we talk about mindset, I would like to ask questions to Pierre because you actually for your professional work that you actually also deal with a lot of health companies. In terms of the upcoming like commercialization, do you see a lot of this type of mindset change, or it's being instilled into the winning strategy, and will that also impact on consulting area, that is more different types of channels being introduced during the commercialization part?
Oh, definitely. So there is a big shift. You know, definitely post-COVID is a new era for healthcare. And we could see how much, you know, our clients are asking for various different things, new solution, new business model design. There are different challenges, of course, that, you know, our clients start to face when they start getting into it, right? How clean are the data, how interoperable are the system, and, you know, the non-ability to basically, you know, share data across systems, mainly the way they can get some consent from doctors or patients. It's a massive challenge in this healthcare industry. And so we do help them a lot, you know, to tackle those challenges, to basically design the technology roadmap, the transformation roadmap to basically tackle those challenges. What I do see the most is that there is a rapid shift of mindset where our healthcare clients are looking for more patient centricity. And it's not anymore just, you know, sitting on PowerPoint. That basically goes into every single action. Everything that they do needs to be more patient-centric. So we've developed a lot of thoughts and expertise in what does that mean to the marketing function. How do you need to be more patient-centric in your marketing? So thinking about everything you need to do for the end patient, for the consumers, to basically help them in their health journey, and everything to also reinventing the way you measure your marketing effectiveness by not only being obsessed about how much I've engaged with ex-doctor's conversation, but how much did I improve certain patient outcome. This is the way we will move to an outcome-based model. And I do believe that in a world where we will get more access to data, where we will be able to consolidate the different data from different marketing journey, I do believe that we will get to a chapter where everything we do, we will be able to basically measure how it delivers a certain patient improvement and outcome. That we change market access, that we change marketing investment, that we change customer experience. That's going to completely reinvent marketing in healthcare.
Yeah, concluding today's panel session, actually it's a very interesting topic. So in the past, we understand that we talk about speed and agility is not only talking about quickly delivering to the market, and then, you know, there's a lot actually in terms of the agility, in terms of the business model, the operation, the way to reach, you know, the public mindset, you know, all these, you know, all very innovative, a stage. You know, we are moving into a new era. So with that, we thank you very much for the panel's comments and also insights today. So we definitely learned a lot. So thank you so much for attending this session. Thank you.